What is good, young JTV? Hey, we back with another reaction video, and today we're finna be reacting to the rest of the Avengers Endgame. Like I said in the last video, it's going to be a lot of spoiler alerts. Okay, spoil alerts. I can't say it right, you guys, but there's gonna be a lot of that going on. So if you haven't seen the movie and don't like spoiler alerts, then you don't want to watch this. But still leave it like. But hey, I'm gonna be reacting to the rest of it. I had to pull it back up because my friend had accidentally exited the tab out. So yeah. So I gotta find the exact spot, or this around that part. It'd probably be around that part. But yeah. So let's speed the process up starting now. Okay, so after I feel like 30 minutes, finally find the exact spot that we stopped at yesterday. I don't know. I hope this is the exact spot. I think it is. But if not, then we're just gonna watch it from here, you guys. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Yeah.
Just so happened to be the classic Silver Age Ant-Man helmet from the comic books. Tony Stark got to chat with his father about fatherhood in that same military base scene. And as Howard got in his car at the end of the scene, a certain actor made a very notable cameo. It was James Darcy playing Jarvis, Howard's loyal household butler, reprising his role from the Agent Carter television series. What was particularly
This is a lot of stuff I don't know, by the way.
In making it, Darcy became the first ever actor whose MCU debut was on the small screen to appear in an MCU movie. The epic final battle in Avengers Endgame began with Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, and Thor confronting Thanos outside the Avengers HQ. And it didn't start too well for the trio. Thanos got the upper hand on the heroes, even breaking Cap's shield in exactly the same way it was broken in Tony Stark's vision in 2015's Avengers Age of Ultron. Thanos also broke the shield in a similar fashion in the Infinity Gauntlet comic book arc, when Rogers stood against him alone. In a movie crammed with epic moments, arguably the most epic came when Captain America finally wielded Mjolnir in the MCU, Thor's original weapon. We'd seen him budget in Avengers Age of Ultron, but most of us just assumed that was its way of saying you're the closest to being worthy out of everyone. But however, when he summoned it in Avengers Endgame, Thor said, "I knew it," which suggests he actually had been worthy all along, and simply chose not to pick it up in Age of Ultron to make Thor feel better about himself. Avengers Infinity War had that cool scene in which Black Widow, Okoye, and Scarlet Witch teamed up against Proxima Midnight, but Avengers Endgame went one better. During the epic final battle, Captain Marvel was trying to get the Infinity Gauntlet into Scott Lang's van, with Spider-Man commenting on how difficult it would be, what with Thanos' whole army in her way. Shuri, Nebula, Pepper Potts in her rescue armor, Okoye, Valkyrie, Mantis, Gamora, the Wasp, and Scarlet Witch all joined forces to assist her, which is surely a foreshadowing of an all-female MCU team movie in the future. In last year's Ant-Man and the Wasp, Hope Van Dyne smirked sarcastically when Scott Lang referred to Captain America as Cap, suggesting he was great friends with the Avengers leader. There was a funny nod to that scene in Avengers Endgame, when Lang and Van Dyne were tasked with getting the Quantum Tunnel back online during the final battle. Captain America gave them their instructions, and Hope replied, "We're on it, Cap," which is followed by her and Scott Lang sharing a meaningful look, followed by a smile. Tony Stark's funeral was a who's who of MCU stars.
By the way, this video is going to be kind of long, too.
Van Dyne to Maria Hill and General Ross in attendance. But there was also a teenage boy who you might not have realized was an MCU character we were introduced to back in 2013's Iron Man 3. Ty Simpkins' Harley Keener. Simpkins has changed dramatically, so it was very easy to think, who the heck was that? In addition to the likes of Lila Barton and Cassie Lang, Keener's presence in Endgame certainly seems to suggest that young Avengers seeds are being planted in the MCU. Following Tony Stark's funeral at the end of Avengers
I ain't gonna lie,
Endgame,
I'm kind of
Jon
not
Favreau's
following
Happy
along,
Hogan,
but like
one of Tony's best friends, can be
some
seen
of it
sitting
I
with Tony's
am.
daughter Morgan outside the Stark family home. Happy asks Morgan if she's hungry, telling her he'll get her any food she wants. When she asks for a cheeseburger, Happy tells her how her father loved cheeseburgers, which is actually a cool nod to the first Iron Man movie from 2008. If you recall, when Tony Stark first arrived home after being held captive in Afghanistan, the first thing he asked for was an American cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, true.
Thor's future in the MCU was hinted at when Avengers Endgame came to an end, as he joined the Guardians of the Galaxy in their ship, ready to head off into space for more cosmic adventures with Rocket, Groot, and company. The God
Guardians of the
Thunder
Galaxy
made a
is really
pun,
good.
calling the team the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is actually the name of a real team in Marvel's comic books. The roster is very different in the comics. Angela, Thunderstrike, Scourge, the Destroyer, and Throg make up the team. This isn't something anyone would have been able to see in Avengers Endgame, but it's a notable point that you probably missed. You know how Steve Rogers went back in time to place all the Infinity Stones back in the exact places that they were taken from at that exact moment they were taken? In the case of the Soul Stone, that would mean taking it back to the exact moment it manifested on Vormir, which was immediately after Natasha Romanoff's death. So, rather horrifyingly, Steve Rogers would have arrived on Vormir to be greeted by the corpse of one of his best friends, and his oldest foe, the Red Skull.
I remember him.
Just before Steve Rogers went back in time, he told Bucky Barnes not to do anything stupid in his absence.
That's his brother,
Bucky's
right?
humorous reply was to ask him how he could possibly do anything stupid when Steve was taking all the stupid with him. This was actually a cute callback to an exchange that took place in 2011's Captain America: The First Avenger, just before Steve met Abraham Erskine for the first time. The only difference was that it was said in reverse, with Bucky telling Steve not to do anything stupid and Steve firing back with the same witty retort. When Steve Rogers went back in time, he was expected to return to the same spot in 5 seconds. That didn't happen, as Rogers opted to stay in the past with Peggy Carter. But he did return. An elderly Rogers who'd lived happily for more than 70 years with Peggy had made his way to a
I don't
bench
see how
a few
this
yards
is low-key
away,
a spoiler
where he handed Sam Wilson his
alert,
shield in another
honestly.
nod to the comics. He was
Yeah, I
wearing
do, but
a
I
tan
don't.
jacket, which
I'm-
appeared to be
I'm
the
sliding
same
down.
one he wore when he was still the skinny kid from Brooklyn in Captain America: The First Avenger. At the end of Avengers Endgame, we finally got to see Steve Rogers dancing with Peggy Carter. It was a satisfying moment, and a fitting end for Captain America's MCU arc. As the happy couple danced, a song was playing that you might have recognized. It was It's Been a Long, Long Time, which was featured in 2014's Captain America: The Winter Soldier soundtrack. The song features lyrics that are really appropriate for the situation. And if you're interested, the version that features an Endgame seemed to be the version with Kitty Callan on vocals and the Harry James Band. MCU movies are known for their post-credit scenes, and Avengers Endgame was expected to provide us with another. However, there wasn't one, which really felt like Marvel Studios was trying to emphasize the end of an era. But there was something. A clanging noise could be heard, which was actually the noise Tony Stark made when he forged his very first armor in 2008's Iron Man. Essentially the sound of the Big Bang that launched the MCU. What it meant is anybody's guess. It could just be a respectful nod, or maybe it's hinting that we haven't really seen the last of Iron Man. Did you catch any of these things in Avengers Endgame?
Nope, I haven't. Because I have not watched it. But my bed is messy, I know. If you guys were staring at that, I know my bed is messy. But, this is a long video. So I'm going to try to wrap this up really quick. I did not get really none of this because I don't, like, I'm not going to say I don't care, but I don't care about the Avengers like that. Like, I don't watch all their Avengers movies. I only watch, like, the main ones that everybody talks about, you know. Like, I mean, I have watched Iron Man. I have watched Captain America. And I have watched the last Avengers before this brand new one. But it's only because that's like the main ones. I don't know. I had a long day, you guys. I really have. A good one. Hopefully you guys had a good one too. But I said I was going to wrap this up, so let me do that. So this was 30 things you missed in Avengers Endgame Part 2. Let me get that thumbnail real quick. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah. Ayo, it's Young Jay here. Thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more videos. and I'll see you in the next one.